Hello and welcome to a new video in the R System series. In this video, we will be talking about the form generator. This is a very powerful tool that all the form templates are created based on. So, once you open the form generator, you will notice two things, or rather two sections. The first of which is this form setup. And as the name suggests, this is where you create the form layout. The second section is the attest flow setup. In this section, you will decide how this form gets approved. Basically, its approval flow. So we will minimize this section for now, and we will start with this top section. The first thing that you will notice in this section is that you see this large new form kind of box, and this is the form title. This is always at the top of the form. And we can edit this by right-clicking on it, and you will see a few options. The first of which is a new field. And we'll get to that in a little bit. This is how you create the form layout. The second option is the form settings. It's what we want to use to edit this new form into whatever the name of this form will be. And the second option is save. This will save your template that you're creating right now in the database, and you can retrieve it at any point and continue working on it using this load option. Submit form submits your form for approval by authorized form approval personnel. So basically, when you create a form and you submit it for approval, it's not yet usable by anybody until an attester comes and approves that form to be used company-wide. Then after that, you'll see this update form. This is only an active option when you're editing an existing form. And if you're not aware of this editing form option, please go back to the new request video. Then you have the approval. This is if you are the attester and you're viewing a form for approval, those options will be active for you. The last thing is a new form. And there's a reason this last option is kind of separated a little bit from the other ones, because this will clear all your work and start you from fresh. So you probably don't want to click that one by mistake. Okay. Now that we've went over the options for this menu, we will start with the form settings, and we'll go ahead and change the form title. So we'll call this test form. As you can see here, it changed that into test form. And then you'll see a few options. The first one is the department. This decides when people are viewing this, when people are viewing available forms in the new request section, what department this form falls under. So we can say information technology, and that means unless people are viewing all forms or the information technology form, they will not see this form. The second option is attesters can edit. This option means that when an attester is viewing this form, they can make changes to it or not. If this option is disabled, that means no matter what, as soon as a requester submits a form, no changes can be done to it. If you say request an attester can edit, you will notice the second option pops up, which says edit only empty fields. This means attesters may only edit fields that are empty, that have not been filled in by the requester. And this is most likely the case. This is what you'll most likely be using. Now then you have here a database table, an empty field. This is for forms that once are fully approved, you want them to be inserted in the database directly. So this is probably, you will only use this if you know what you're doing. For example, if you're creating a form like a service report, you would want it in the end to be inserted in a database table. So here you will put the database and the table name. Then you'll have two more checkboxes, the first of which is the override account number. This will allow you to force specific overrides on different account areas. So for example, say you want this form to be attested based on the attest structure that we've decided here, but for account area 16, there's only one possible account number used for it. So you can say override account number, and you're going to override one account number, and you can say for account area 16, I'm going to do 83004. That means for any request that started with account area 16, it will disregard what the user have put in for the account number, and it will use this one instead. Then the last checkbox is lenient attestation. What lenient attestation means, and this to describe this even better, there is this rule set in place in the R system that says when somebody submits a request and they are part of the approval flow of that request, so they submitted a request and they're also an attester in the approval chain, they will not get to approve it. It will go up in the hierarchy. So what that means, if the person that submitted it existed on this level for 10, it will no longer pick them up as an attester. It will try to find that same role that they're filling in on the level above it, going all the way up to 100. And if nobody is available, it will come up as undefined, and the form will linger and could never be attested. So going back here, what this means, the lenient attestation, means no longer do that rule. If I check this, that means whether the requester is part of the approval flow or not, allow him to attest it. Or rather, whether the attester is the requester or not, allow him to attest it. Now, the rest of the form generator will be described in further videos, just to try and keep those videos short. So this video went over the main areas of the form generator and dealing with the main settings of the title and whatnot. Thank you for watching.